Guys, welcome back to the Whatever Football Podcast, episode 2. We're back today with Ralphie once again, as always. How you doing, Ralph?
Good, buddy. How are you?
Good. Hyped after the Arsenal win, as we've spoken about during the day. You know, good win for us. We'll obviously get into that, and you guys obviously had a abysmal Manchester derby this morning.
That's why my shirt's not red tonight, mate. Usually I wear my United jersey, but I've kept my work one on.
Yeah, I would as well. Which game do you want to start at? Which game do you want to start at? Do you want to start at yours, or want to start on a higher note and talk about?
No,
mine?
let's start on yours, because otherwise I might end up going on for about half an hour if I'm not careful with
this.
mine.
This is the first, like I said to you just before, first time I won a kit since I can't even remember, bro. First time I actually won the Arsenal kit in such a long time. Look, man. Overall, we won 3-2. I think I said to you 3-0 in the prediction. That was obviously hoping that our defense would be more stable. I said we had a couple of shaky goals in the last couple of games. I thought that would be, out of the cobwebs would have been out and we'd be back to normal. But, we were shaky again in defense a couple of times, which was unfortunate. Last year would have bottled it at the end. Yeah, you're right, Will. We definitely would have, bro. Look, man, it's a good result. Good result. We held out. Sissoko scored there. First of all, like 10 seconds in, they scored, and obviously, I went tried to sleep before the game, and then I woke up, and I'm like half tired trying to watch the game or whatever.
You tried to sleep?
And, yeah, if it's a midnight game, I want to try to get like an hour and a half sleep beforehand.
Jeez, yeah, that's fair enough.
Yeah.
But jeez, that will be tough.
That is tough. It sucks, bro. It sucks because your brain has to wake up, and then once you start watching, I'm energized, so it doesn't.
Yeah.
And 10 seconds in, bro. 10 seconds in, they score a goal. I'm like, oh my fucking god, bro. I'm like, not this. I'm like, we've done it again. We've done it. We've put all this hype on ourselves, and we've bloody done it. And as soon as that was offside, I thought just it has to be on our side today. Went down the other end, scored, beautiful goal. Odegaard's been just
very good goal.
Lately,
that was a very good goal.
Odegaard's the last 3-4 games, he's just been elite, like a Ozil Prime type vibe. He's just off the play, passing, 1-2, sublime. He's getting goals I think he's on 5 goals for the season now, so it's not too bad. All open play goals as well. Nothing.
Was he man of the match?
I don't know who got man of the match. To me, it probably would have gone to Saka, to be honest. I think Saka was just immense today. His goal and finish was sublime. Got an assist as well. Martinelli did fantastic as well. He scored a. I think it was a bit quiet that first side. The left hand side on us was a bit slow. Sort of came into the game, and then second half, we sort of exploded. Got an early goal which we needed. That Cucho Hernandez goal was fucking. It was a great goal. It was a great goal. I couldn't even be up. I saw it go in. I was annoyed because I literally said they're overloading the left as they were doing it. I'm like, oh, they're just they kept doing it 3 or 4 times in a row, and then he scored that goal. I was like, oh my god, it was such a great finish. And
some
then
you can't do much about, eh?
You can't.
Not talking about
not shaky. Hey, Will, I reckon
about that yet.
Yeah, we'll get on to United. But yeah, I actually think that Ramsdale's been just poor. I said that to you, Ralph, the last few games. Distribution's been really poor. He's been flailing his arms a bit. And today he could have got caught out about twice now. There was a chance there where he just did this. He came to the left back and he passed the ball out, left no one in the goals. And Sissoko, all he had to do was just push the ball forward and try to take a shot from the halfway line, and he just didn't. He was just so slow to react, and we're just lucky. But I think up against a better team, it's really going to cost us. So we need to shut up shop. We're doing a lot of little shaky things at the back, which isn't going well. But like I said, coming into all these fixtures 3, 4, 5 games ago, I said, I don't care how we win. I just want the win. So I just know it's going to get tougher against some of the big games. We've still got Liverpool, Chelsea, you guys, Spurs. So we've still got some huge games coming up, but man, it's positive. 3 points, man. I'm happy. That's all I needed is just 3 points. Shithousery Bass as well. Could have done a lot better today. Had a day off again. Hopefully this was the last day. Yeah, I'll saying the same. Jackie. Appreciate the bits, Jackie.
But you know what though? As an outsider, I think with Ramsdale, it's as a young keeper coming through. Obviously it's a big step up in class for him and expectation for him this year. So
Of course it is. Yeah, he's come
I'd
from
say there's a lot
relegation
more
teams.
pressure on him. So when Arsenal are 0 from 3 and they're battling to be mid-table, etc., it's probably, I know it's how the season evolves, but there's not as much pressure now. There's a lot of pressure on Arsenal to make top 4. Everyone would agree. Everyone would agree if Arsenal don't make top 4. Everyone, whether you're an Arsenal fan, United fan, bloody Newcastle fan, even a bloody Stockport fan,
sure.
you've bottled it. You've bottled it. So there's a lot of pressure now on the Arsenal players and people with experience that have been there before. And I know it's only top 4. It's not a final. It's not whatever it might be.
Yeah, but bro, we haven't been there in like 6 years now, man.
Exactly.
6 years.
And for a young player coming through, it's a big step up for him. So
dude, these guys were 14 the last time we were in the UCL. They're still in like under 15s and shit. That's crazy. They're all playing first team football now.
Scary.
Like, it's look, it's going to be a lot of pressure, and that's why I try not to get too ahead of myself. I think I've said it to you. We're in the best position as a football club. We have the least games, and like other topics will happen. As we go into next year, if we make top 4, whether the sustainability is there to compete in every competition, Champions League, both cups and the league, and then is that sustainability there with the players and the manager? That'll be a different story. But for now, 1 game a week, pretty much, it's in our hands, and that's all we got to do. Is just keep getting the points. I don't care how we get them, as long as we just keep clawing away. We've got some good games coming up, and I just want to keep just taking 3 points every single week. So, what do you say? I just know that if Arsenal make Champions League football, they get the same group as Milan. Yeah, probably. You would have been, Jake. You would have been really young the last time we were in the Champions League, bro.
Very young.
You would have been. Yeah, you would have been fucking really young, bro.
So what? 1 point. So 1 point ahead of United. 3 games in hand. So I know, obviously, we spoke about it last week on the podcast. Tough games, etc. But there's still games in hand. Can Arsenal possibly bottle it from here? Because you think about it, I would say Arsenal top 4 right now. If you're a betting man, yes. Although,
but like I said to you last week,
etc. You'd still be paying $1.20, $1.30 in terms of odds. Aussie
because
odds.
I think we're in the best spot. Like we're positioned the best. We have the games in hand. But like I said to you, those games in hand are big games. Like Liverpool, Chelsea, and I think the third one's Tottenham. So out of that, if we don't get 7 out of that, or 6 out of minimum, I would take maybe an L against Liverpool and win the other 2, because Chelsea, to me, aren't really the best right now. They're struggling to score. Defense is somewhat shaky, and Tottenham are Tottenham. They're in the mud right now. So I want 6 of those, and Liverpool are fighting for the title, so I don't expect them to give up points. But in saying that, West Ham could have got a result against them last week. So
very unlucky.
There is opportunities there. Unlikely, but if you want to be in top 4, you got to start beating the top teams. Like, I can't watch Tottenham go and beat City twice, and we can't get any points against these top teams, and they're a team that's struggling against everyone. So look, you have to hope. But I've been in this position against Unai. Unai had 8 games left. We had that comfortable run, no big teams, no top 7 teams in our last 8 games, and we fucking bottled it. We finished 5th. With 1 point outside. So I've seen us bottle it, and that's with a different team with more experience. Now we're relying on kids to show that experience and to try carry us into the Champions League spots. So look, we just gotta hope that it can be done. That's just
hope it happens again.
Just game by game. Jeez, primary school, bro. Jesus Christ. I'm praying we don't bottle it. Same, bro. Same. It's a lot of pressure.
I hope we do.
Yeah. Well, like I said to you, bro, like if we don't,
are we really a challenge?
Well, not right now, no. But in saying that, like I said to you, like you've got the individual players that can win you games, and it's been like that for a while. You're the individual players. We don't really have that right now. And if it comes down to it, our 3 games in hand, if we lose all those, we're 1 point ahead of you. That's nothing. It literally means nothing. So we have to get something out of those games in hand. We need, obviously, other results like you guys to keep losing or dropping points here and there like you have been. And that's what's allowed us to be in the position that we are. So I think it's somewhat of a false narrative where we are right now, where we're relying on other teams to drop points for us to also claw back as well, because we had a shocking start, bro, to the season. I think we've already, I don't even know how many losses we've had this season so far. Surely we'd
8?
be up there. Actually, we only had 7, so it's not that bad.
Okay, close. Yeah.
So yeah, we're both
What
on
are
the
we
same
at?
amount
8?
of
Are
losses.
we at
Now.
8? Oh, we're 7 as well, are we?
You're 7. You've had 8 draws though.
There you go.
We've
and
had 3 draws.
and I'm pretty sure Ralph's had about 6 or 7 draws since he came into the club.
Yeah, well, you guys only lost like 1 game, I think.
Yeah, one game since beginning of the year.
Also finish it. Things change a lot. Yeah, bro. Lot's changed in a whole season. A lot has changed. I did at the start of the season. I put Arsenal to finish 8th because, well, the players that we had at the start of the season. You know, I did a preview before we bought in players because we started buying in players after the season started as well. When we started losing those 3 games, that's when we brought in. I think we brought in Tomiyasu, Odegaard, Lokonga. Lokonga was first. We brought in like 3-4 players after that first 3 losses. So things change, but it's in our hands. We just got to take it week by week. I don't want to get too gassed. A lot of fans and a lot of people I know, man, they get so happy.
Of course,
on freaking Dingo. It's not over yet, man. It's gonna be close, man. It's gonna be close. I reckon 5th, Luca. Jeez. Really happy with where they turned it around. Yeah, man. It's they're just young kids playing for the badge, and that's what you want. And I hope that we can make top 4. We bring in an elite striker and a backup striker that's also good. Bring in a elite midfielder. Saliba's coming back. We bring in maybe another backup right back. Leno's going to leave. We've got, I think, this Matt Turner, American goalkeeper.
Oh, is Leno gone?
He will go. Yeah, I'm sure he might go to someone maybe like a Newcastle or back to Germany because he's a great keeper. He can play at a top league UCL easy. So he's wasting his talent sitting on Arsenal's bench. But yeah, like look, we're doing what we're doing. We're sloppy in the game, but we got the 3 points, and that's all that matters now. So I'm happy. We're clawing up slowly. So week by week, we're doing our thing. So I really, I can't complain. Now, speaking about complaining, what do you say? Arsenal fans get a bit overwhelmed at the moment. In fact, you've gotten it already. Yeah, bro. So many people, bro. I'm actually, to be honest, I'm not allowed on a lot of people's channels anymore because I think I'm more like that pessimistic, negative side, and they're too gassed. So I'm not being invited to channels anymore. I've just noticed that the last like 3 weeks as we've been winning, and like even when we won against Wolves, I said like, chill out, like. Yeah, we won, but it's like we got to keep doing this consistently. Like we're getting just gassed too early.
Yeah, but it's facts.
We had a run of form in like November, I think, where we won like 10 games or something like that, and then we went December or something and lost every game, and then February or something or January we didn't win a whole game. Like we scored 1 goal in the whole of January. So I've seen us go through patches where we really struggle. We're going through a flourishing patch right now, and hopefully it's sustainable. Whether it is or not, I'm not sure. But you can only freaking hope. They're not used to someone being realistic. Yeah, that's the freaking problem, bro. I think I'm a bit too straightforward for them. So it is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Wait, okay. Obviously United, massive result for you guys this morning. I went back and watched
huge, mate. Huge.
Yeah, I went back and watched the mini match, and from an outsider, you guys got fucking peppered, like completely peppered. Like that, the defense is just in shambles. Like I thought it was Varane playing with Maguire, but that chance where I think it was their second goal, was that Maguire that ran out and did like that, just like header into nothing, and then Foden ran in and took a shot.
No, so that was Victor. So what happened was so for their second goal, scatter around the right back. Alanga tries to clear the ball up to Bruno, straight into a City player, which I think it was either a head or a chest, straight into Foden. Victor comes to challenge with an old, bit of a, like this, like a bit of a, what do you even call it? Like a emu, like that.
Dude, I didn't even know what he did. Like, he was complete. Dude, as a professional, like, I'm watching that. I'm like, why are you jumping like that? Like, you just misread it.
Gets chipped, but how's this right? And don't get me wrong, the whole thing was an absolute shambles, okay? But I don't know how many times you've seen the replay, but for that second goal, go look at the replay and have a look. So De Gea makes a great save, and he does, when you're like an attacking player and you try to and you let the ball like sort of dummy through your legs, so then you can
Yeah,
sort of like fool the defender and beat them.
yeah.
If you look at their second goal, De Gea saves it, and I don't know if he realised or not, but Maguire has sort of like gone like this and like let the ball go through his legs like he's trying to dummy and like and beat his defender.
Yeah, I
Which
saw
then
that. Yeah,
had
like a
another
jockey.
shot and bang, it's off into a goal. He is an absolute shambles.
I just can't believe that. Honestly, he has not been stripped of the captaincy. Like he shouldn't even start on the field, let alone be captain.
We spoke about it last week. It's
I know. I just think it's just unbelievable. Like if a new manager comes in, he has to just be ruthless. Like it's Man United. Like
It needs to,
that is.
there's eight players that need that are convincingly just in the 11 today. Oh, actually, Bruno, you'll keep. Um,
De
just
Gea.
thinking. Oh well, De Gea you'd keep. Well, Pogba's gone, so you can't count him. Sancho you would keep, and probably
That's it.
Alanga you would keep. So,
Oh,
so
yeah.
there's seven that would go in my eyes that need to go. But how Harry starts, let alone be the captain of Manchester United Football Club, is beyond me. All four, I know we're nitpicking and not direct involvement, not massive
It doesn't
fuck
matter, bro. You're
ups,
centre
but
back. You're supposed to be leading the defense.
all four goals he was involved in. Even the first goal, the ball comes in. Yes, it was 3-on-1 over there for that cross. Three United defenders, one City player still gets the ball through. Harry, what's he doing? Ball watching. Yes, it was Tellers as well, but Harry's not marking his man, and Tellers isn't marking his man. 5 minutes before City's third goal, where Mahrez scored it. Don't get me wrong, great goal. At 18 to 20 yards out.
It
Great
could have
goal.
probably
5
been
minutes
saved, to be
before that
honest.
with the free kick. 5 minutes before that with the free kick, the same bloody thing happens where De Bruyne hits it to Mahrez, a little chip to Mahrez. Nobody's marking him, and he lashes it straight over the bar. Now, Pearl, 20 yards up. Where's the lesson learned? This guy's a defender and the captain of the football club. Yes, I know it's not his fault, but he is the defender and the captain of the football club. So if someone's not going to mark Mahrez on that chance, guess what? You need to rip into people and say, oi, even I do it at fucking Bethania Rams, and we're 9th freaking league in Brisbane. You know what I mean? And we're reserves. And I'm a defender. If someone's given old mate 3 or 4 yards in the 18-yard box, fucking hell, the closest person, if you're tighter, I don't give a fuck. You go and fucking put pressure on him. We're talking about Man United with Harry Maguire as a captain of Manchester United.
Yeah, but also like
in the world is
your manager
do that twice.
Yeah, but your manager should be held liable. I know he's captain and stuff, but he has to be dropped for stuff like that. You can't keep playing the same person. We dropped our captains all the time.
But this is what we've spoke about it many times before, right? And I'm not sort of going off on I'm not defending someone and not defending someone else, but this is where Arsenal Football Club and Manchester United Football Club are really in two completely different states at the moment. He can't be dropped because he's worth 80. He was worth 80 million pounds to this football club, and the Glazers and Matt Judge and everyone else that had a part to do with him. They're not willing to accept. They're not willing to accept that they've done wrong. We lost. I know it's years ago, right? But Fergie retired. Yes, he retired. He retired with a depleting team. He was a smart person. Moyes was the wrong signing. Completely agree. We bring in Van Gaal, thrown under the bus. Bang. See you later. Gone. We bring in Mourinho.
The thing, it was Moyes and Van Gaal
thrown under the bus. Gone. Yeah, correct. But Mourinho thrown under the bus. Gone. Ollie. Oh yeah. I was listening to a podcast this morning. What are we now? I would say 4 years ago, right? 4 years ago, Ollie came in just over 4 years ago. So Mourinho lost his job December 2017.
Yeah, so it was around
December
like
2017.
I think it was just after Mikel he came in.
Yeah, correct. Well, there you go. And we, as fans, got the whole spin from Ollie, from the Glazers, from Ed, from everyone else that was fucking, from everyone else on the board, that Ollie's in for a 3-year plan. He's bringing back passion. He's bringing back fight for the jersey. We're all as one. We are in a worse state, personally, I think, than we were 4 years ago when Ollie came in.
Yeah, probably.
So
Because now
now,
you've got a lot of overloaded players on budgets and high wages,
so
and
it just goes to show, right? My
you got a lot
point.
of pointless. You guys buy pointlessly all the time as well.
Always, and that's what I was just about to get to. But it just goes to show, without even, I know I'm harping here, and we're not even talking about the game, but we're just talking about the overall general, philosophy of Manchester United. In my opinion, it just goes to show, it just proves about Harry Maguire. So, we're being fed lies constantly. Now Matt Judge and I can't even remember our mate's name now because it drives me up the wall.
Yeah,
Bloody
yeah.
Ed Woodward's best mate, the new
Woodward.
CEO.
Yeah. I don't know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so they came out this week and said, we're really looking at restructuring the club. We're concentrating on your new manager. They've got to have this, and that. We're building a great philosophy. What they said 4 years ago, and this is why again Harry Maguire can't be dropped. They don't give a toss. We've got if you Google right on Wednesday, so we drew to Watford our last game 0-0, right, as we spoke about.
Yeah.
Look on, and I know and I'm not blaming this fella, but you look at Nemanja Matic on their Twitter. Ronaldo does it all the time. Bruno does it all the time. You look at our players midweek, and you look at his Twitter. I know it's probably a United thing as a whole. He's got no choice. He's got a photo up on Twitter, winning team at training, like him, 6-7 other players. Number one, winning team at training.
Forget that.
After you drew 0-0 to Watford. And we just go and get absolutely. And I don't know if you see my comment on Facebook, Dill, this morning on Manchester United. Commenting on Manchester United Facebook page, but we go out and get smashed by our rivals 4-1. They give up. We had 8% possession in the last 20 minutes of the football game. 8%. I know. City are a great football team. Don't get me wrong. I know they are.
You just sat back and
really
took
good football, and they hold possession really, really well. But I guarantee you right now, within the next week, there will be some player or there will be a new sponsorship deal. We've signed bloody Bonds Joxon for $4 million. Yeehaw! Like they're on our jersey, or number one team at training. Alex Tellez, number one team. It's a farce. It's a really big farce.
Yeah, listen, I've been through all that as well when they post all that shit and all the PR, bro. We literally release a kit every freaking 3 weeks. I guarantee next week we're going to release a new kit. Like they just all care about money. But I will say, out of both the clubs, we seem to be a bit more structured right now and going in the more direction. Like for you guys to be where we are right now, I think that's another 2.5, 3 years for you guys. Because you have to get rid of that wages, allow youth to come through, bring in good prospects. I think you guys can do it sooner because you have the money there, unlike us. So you can.
Spent, though. Oh, I don't.
Yeah, well, you got to spend it right. That's the problem. Like,
correct.
Like you got Varane, World Cup winner, UCL 3 times. Like a guy like that, he can't be sitting next to Maguire. So go out and
Maguire's a captain too. Not only can he not be sitting beside Maguire. Could you imagine Varane, right? Multiple UCL winner.
Yeah.
World Cup winner. He rocks up to Manchester United, and this is where I think it's all gone wrong. And apologies for interrupting, but obviously I told you I'm going on a rant. So, like we signed Varane. We've got, Bruno's been shit this year, but we've got Bruno. We've got Bruno in the middle. Again, Rashford's been shit this year, but we've got Rashford. But you think about Varane, for instance, and Ronaldo. Oh, well, yeah, Ronaldo as well, but Varane especially. So you're a centre back pairing. So you're working as a team with anything, right? With any sport, tennis, whatever it might be, right? And you've got a bloke there beside you, even a tennis game, that you're working doubles, and you've got that bloke there that's dog shit, absolutely dog shit, right? And he's 4 or 5 times worse than you are. He's won absolutely nothing, and he's telling you what to do.
Didn't he win the league with Leicester? Or was he not there?
He didn't. No, he wasn't there.
Because it was Morgan, and who else did they have?
Actually, I can't remember. Yeah. Maguire definitely wasn't there. So could you imagine that? Like he rocks in and And I know it's a thing, and you got to all right, you could say you got to get around it and all that, but could you imagine like
Yeah,
you're
but if it was
Varane
just a
and you're
year,
looking to your left hand side and you're like, are you fucking serious? This bloke here, he's cost us 20 goals this year, and you're trying to tell me what to do? I'd tell him to go. You know what I mean?
yeah. No, I just think like you guys, like if you got, you got the likes of Varane there, like why aren't you making smart purchases? Like I saw like Nicolas Sule at Bayern Munich, decent young defender. He's going to Dortmund now, and on a free transfer. Like someone like that starts in your starting lineup, free transfer, smart move, can literally fit in. I think he's 24 or something. So
yeah, I agree.
He won the league multiple times. Like I don't know. You guys do have to do a lot of purchasing. Like I said, you got the money to rebuild quickly. It's just whether you got the people in place to actually do it is a different thing.
It's the and whether or not it comes true. And don't get me wrong, I think this person is an absolutely world class player. But I look at how much we need to rebuild. I personally think we're probably about 5 years off City and Liverpool at least. Like it will take us.
Yeah, but
it will take
5
us five
years
summer
off
transfer windows.
Yeah, if you progress properly.
Correct. Exactly.
If you keep
right.
going the way you're going,
and,
just like we did, we just kept adding years and years onto
exactly.
failure because we were never buying properly. We'll just like you guys doing that stupid deadline day spends. Like,
you look at the signings that we've got, and I look at the amount of positions that we probably need to improve in terms of squad depth, and I would say, we comfortably, as I mentioned, probably need to get rid of about 8, but we probably need to recruit about 5 or 6. Right. In terms of United's spend history over the summer, we're looking at usually about net of about 100 to 150 million. There are massive rumours. I don't think it will happen. And don't get me wrong, great player, but our first target's Declan Rice for 80 to 100. So that leaves us with 30 to 50 million to recruit another 5. It's not happening. You know why?
I think Declan's the only place he can go is you guys this year because Chelsea aren't going to have the money.
Definitely.
No, they don't. Bro, we'll go into Chelsea soon, but they're not going to be able to spend like they are. As soon as they get sold, bro, they're turning into us. They're going to go through the roundabouts another 15 years and figure out where we are right now because their club is run by a fan. When they want to play or call someone, they just do it. He rips it on his chest and he just takes it. So
he doesn't care about the dollar bills.
Yeah, as soon as Lampard's shit, sack him, I'll pay him out. Werner's crap, no worries. I'll buy you Lukaku 100 mil. This guy's crap, no worries. Here's Havertz 80 mil. So it's all out of his pocket, bro. They're not going to have someone like that. They're going to be like us now. It's all about the books, revenue. They're going to have to get a new stadium. Ticket revenue isn't good enough. They've only got, 38,000 stadium?
Yeah, correct.
We're 62 or something like that. It's all about tickets. Their price will increase. Like, they can't build where they are right now. So then they have to do a stadium move, stadium build. Like, bro, they're going to be fucked. They don't realize it now, but they're screwed, bro.
It's very interesting, hey? I think he was left in, we'll, I guess, go over to Chelsea, but I think he was, well, personally, I think he was left with no choice. I disagree with the whole thing, and I think him, as what we spoke about, he deserves to get completely washed away, but
who?
Yeah. Abramovich.
Oh, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, correct. But in terms of the football club, like I think they're in trouble.
I think overall Chelsea Football Club are going to be in very big trouble. Sort of like what I just said, but like you can promise things, but if they get a consortium that comes in, the consortium is going to be like FSG, like it is at Liverpool. They were lucky where FSG are somewhat smart, but it took them a long, long time, like 30 years to win a title. I don't know. I think FSG is 15 years, whatever, but it took them a long time through that process, and they had some great players to sell in between. And they started building, putting the right players in place. But if you don't have the right owners, especially if it's an American consortium, bro, they don't know how to run our football teams here.
I think where Liverpool did so personally, and I obviously fucking hate Liverpool with a passion, but I think where Liverpool did so well, I know they've obviously had the same owners over X amount of years, but I think they got the right director of football, they got the right manager in, and they decided to, something
build,
in them
bro.
decided to go, righto, let's make something out of this.
Well, dude, like if you said like you're bringing back a youth guy like in Trent comes through the academy, you're bringing in a guy from Hull in freaking Robertson that comes through
2 million or what, less than that or whatever it was,
stupid,
ridiculous.
So you go and make buyers like Milner. People thinking you're an idiot, but he was a fantastic utility for these guys over the last 5-6 years. Like Salah coming back to the EPL, people are like, what the fuck's wrong with you guys? He's shit. He's a washed up because of Chelsea. Mane, he's only done it at Southampton. So the list goes on, bro. It's about smart buys, and I think that's what somewhat Arsenal have done. It's not your big target name. Everyone thinks like this guy's going to show off. It's you bring the right people and build on it.
Good manager.
Yeah, but they had Klopp. Yeah. So you can't compare it. They were smart in getting the good manager.
I look at their youngsters, and I watch Liverpool play West Ham. Like,
dude, the one thing with Liverpool, they're
watch a lot of Premier League. I hate watching Liverpool, but I watch Liverpool play West Ham. I watch Liverpool play Norwich in the FA Cup. Last Thursday or Friday, whatever it was, and I look at a lot of their youngsters, and I think, mate, they're not out of place. Like it just goes to show that you need the grassroots up. Exactly, grassroots up system. That's the main thing. They can put Morton in at 18, 19 or whatever. Mate, he doesn't look out of place.
Yeah. But dude, I think Liverpool, what they do, they're a great selling club. Like when they had people like Benteke, they sold him for 35 million. Fucking Benteke, bro.
Yeah, I know.
And Arsenal sold a collective like 15 players for $0 in the likes of Sanchez, Ozil, Giroud, and like all these like bigger players that we've had. Ramsey was nothing. Like
not smart with money. Same as United.
So we've been very stupid.
Pogba going on a free.
That's what I'm saying. Things like that. It happens all the time. We just sacked Abba. Free transfer. Comes in this window. Lacazette, free transfer. Cost us 50 mil. Eddie Nketiah could have sold last year for 20. Going on a free right now. So these things, these things keep happening. And it's reoccurring. But you have to put someone in place that changes those things. I hope that's what we're doing. It doesn't seem like it just yet with our selling. We have to get better on that. And that's why I think like our director of football shit, Edu.
But that's what I don't get, right? So, Arsenal are obviously in the same boat from what you said. United are in the same boat. Pogba, Lingard, etc.
Oh yeah, we're shocking at that, bro. We make no net profit.
But I don't get it. So, like, if you're and from a United perspective, it's because the Glazers, we're not going to be successful. We're not successful because the Glazers care about dividends and profit and money and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
As a business, like, I'm not a businessman, but if I was a businessman, and I could be completely off the track here, but if I owned a Manchester United, mate, that's cream. Like, even if I paid 80 million for Pogba and I sell him for 40, like, even if I paid, Lingard,
but the thing is
like we could make 10 million off him. That's profit.
Yeah. But even just like you think of Pogba 80 mil, you made all your money back in sales, probably in kits over the years.
Easy.
Then you go and make a 40 mil profit on selling him just by extending his contract or something like that. You know what I mean?
So I don't get it. Like, that's what I don't get. And Arsenal and United are obviously in the same perspective with that. Even investing, even investing in players, like, you make, you actually, but by especially these days, A, you obviously make money by making Champions League. You obviously make more money, but B, what do you think? Who do you think a lot of these younger kids, the 3, 4, 5, 6, year olds follow, unless they've got, someone that from the age of 2, they've got a father that supports the jersey and they put it on them. They're supporting City and Liverpool at the moment in the Premier League because they're the 2 best teams.
Mm-hmm. That's what happens. That's why City's got a lot of following and stuff like that. I know a lot of people that didn't follow football and they started because they saw City winning, and that's how they get into it. So they, the sheeps and stuff like that. But
of course, I've seen a couple of people today on Facebook. And again, they've I'm assuming people that like to comment on Facebook and all that, and I don't reply, otherwise I get angry and I get emotional. But people are like,
I try to reply to people.
but like people are like, I followed United Football Club for 10 years, but I'm moving on and not supporting them anymore. Well,
yeah, they're not. I literally had a guy in my. I posted
30.
A video. Yeah. I posted a video today, and it was a United fan. He commented on one of my videos saying that he was going to become a City supporter. I'm like, bro, like, what the fuck?
Really?
Dude, I'm serious. Yeah,
what
I replied back to him, bro.
Something?
Nah, I was on TikTok. I said to him, I said, bro, you got to be there through the hard and the good. I said, otherwise the good doesn't feel great. Like,
correct.
The reason, as soon as Arsenal win the league again, bro, I'm going to be fucking crying. I've been waiting fucking 17 years as of this year. I think this year is like 18 years next year. Bro, like, I have to see that shit before 20. Like, before 20 years. Like, I can't keep... I'm not doing
crying. I'll be crying.
Like, it's... Yeah, things like that. Like, it's because you've been through all the shit, and then those, like, things make it, like, worth it. But... with the way the clubs run, like, Liverpool are a great selling club. I look at the way they sold, like, Ryan Brewster. 24 mil, never played a Premier League game.
Yeah.
So things like that.
To
Sheffield. Yeah. It didn't even score a goal for Sheffield. I think he's only scored one or something like that.
Yeah.
So things like that, they're a fantastic selling club, and that's what makes them profitable. You know, selling Coutinho at the right time to then bring in Allison and Van Dijk in that one sale, pretty much. Like, it's just smart bits of business.
But they weren't that
But
smart 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
no, it took them time. Yeah. So
Correct.
I'm hoping Arsenal go through a phase where we're learning. It's hard to believe that we are, but you know, you got to freaking hope. Unfortunately, seems like we're on the right path so far. Just got to keep continuing. It'd be a couple of years process or whatever. But we should. If I'm a manager and if I'm an owner, I want to say I want to win the league in 3 years, and at least have that as my target, because that's what should be your target. If you can make Champions League football, then you go and spend another 200 mil in the window on top of all the great youth. Like, we have Arsenal have some of the best youth in the whole of world football. We have constantly players coming through that we can sell and develop and bring through, and we've still got heaps in our academy right now and some on loan that are going to come back, and we can bring those on top of bringing in world-class players, because we just need to keep building on that. But
you got some good young talent.
We do, yeah. We got heaps, yeah. But with Chelsea and stuff, I just think that they're just going to really struggle. They're going to go through what we have. I think there's going to be a lot of penny pinching. You know, they're going to look at all those books, man, and it's not going to be sustainable to run the club as they're running it right now. Because at the end of the day, any billionaire that's going to come in, he wants to make a profit. And if they're not making money,
billion? Was it 2 billion that
so
Abramovich the club owes Abramovich from coming out of his pocket?
Yeah, I think it's 1.5 million euros.
Million or billion?
Billion, sorry, 1.5 billion euros.
Yeah.
So that's what he's forked out through cancellation of contracts, buying players, like everything like that. Like he's put that on his own back.
Astronomical.
So he's coming out and saying he's going to give it to Victor, which I don't just fucking believe. Like, he's just full of shit. It's going to be a tax write-off. He's just going to write it off as 1.5 billion so he doesn't pay tax when he sells it. Because he bought the club for like $80 million or something.
Yeah, ridiculous.
Crazy.
Think profit. Yeah.
It's fucking ridiculous. So he'll sell it for about 1.5 billion. But like I said, yeah, the club needs to be they're going to go through a big cull of players, selling big name players. You know, you're probably going to see do they have any good players now that are young?
Who,
Chelsea? They can really sell on? Yeah. Maybe Reece James to like a Real Madrid, possibly.
Yeah, they actually got some decent. Oh, well, I guess. Oh, actually, you know, you think about it.
They don't really have too many, man.
They're all fairly established.
Yeah, like
within some way, shape, or form.
They're not that great, because like you look at like Reece James, yeah, he's good, but he's not.
Thing will go. Italy.
Jorginho.
Yeah, Jorginho. He'll go at the end of the year, definitely. I think he'll definitely be gone.
There'll be a lot of players that they'll have to lose, and then you know they'll probably have to bring up maybe some youth and buy in some average players. You know, maybe Kante moves on to a Madrid. Who freaking you never know.
What's the rumor? Like, I did read something about a Turkish fella buying him.
I saw something about the Turkish, and they're working with a consortium as well. But I think Abramovich is, you know, I think he might pick the best owner, but at the end of the day, I think he has to sell to whoever, because his assets will get frozen, just like Usmanov at Everton. Yeah. So the Usmanov at Everton, his assets got frozen, and he was previously like an Arsenal owner. He owned 30%, and he went to buy Arsenal out for 2.1 billion. We said no, like the Kroenke said no. Because they didn't want to sell it. They wanted to own everything. By them rejecting him, they bought his shares, made them 80% shareholders, and then they bought everyone else out. So then they had full ownership of the club now.
Yeah.
He went to Everton, and that's why Everton started spending money, you know, building training grounds and shit, because he was funding it. But now those assets have seized. I don't know what's going to happen with Everton either, because he was the cash cow in them, like helping their stadium developments or something, and all these other things that they were doing. So I think with his assets frozen, he's done. And if he's got that frozen, surely like Abramovich is going to be soon.
All right, then. Like, I think any any Russian owner, or not so much, I don't know about player, but definitely any Russian owner in England, they need to get out ASAP. I think they're done.
Yeah, they have to. Yeah. So I don't know if his assets got frozen, but I just think that Chelsea Football Club, you know, like it's going to be like that. Remember they were raising money all those years ago for the bridge and stuff, to save the bridge. Like it was fucking yonks ago, I think 20 years ago, something like that. Save the bridge or whatever. So they're going to be in real struggle, and you know what? I fucking love it. I love it. I hope they fucking sink, and they start realizing what it's like to be a fucking actual club. Because, like I said, they had a fan run their club, bro. Anything that a fan would have done, he did as an owner. And that's the perfect owner. Don't get me wrong. What he does in his personal life, whatever it is, whatever. But as an owner, he was the best owner in world football because
Definitely. I agree.
he treated them like a fan. Someone was shit, buy someone new. Someone was crap, sack them.
Two clubs. I got no respect. Oh, well, obviously, although I hate Liverpool to a, so deep, I've got to respect Liverpool Football Club for what they're doing. But Chelsea and City, fuck, mate, all you're proving is that money. All you're proving is that if you've got money and you're happy days, in my opinion, there's no development.
Well, there's Chelsea's going to fall off. Newcastle's going to come in.
Players. Yeah, correct. Oh, yeah, Newcastle going to be a good thing next year.
So Chelsea are going to fall off.
Newcastle will be Brighton too.
Yeah, Chelsea are going to fall off, and Newcastle might progress up the table and maybe take their spot over the next coming 5 years or whatever. But who knows, man? Like, if they really do FFP and shit, Newcastle shouldn't be able to spend the way they're spending because there's no way that they have the cash cow of jersey revenue that what we have as football clubs. So that's why I don't understand their net spends and shit like that. It just doesn't make sense to me. I know they've got fantastic following in Newcastle, but worldwide, you ain't selling kits like we are. You ain't selling tickets in the door from like overseas people. No one's fucking traveling to Newcastle, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I don't understand how that's going to be sustainable, but we've seen City get away with it. City's gotten away with fucking murder, bro. They literally got fined. They literally got proven that they were, what were they, like, cheating? They were overpaying and shit like that, undercutting the books, and then just paid off the court.
They challenged this, and then sorry, we've overturned it. We're happy days. Off we go. Just goes to show that, mate, you offer enough money. The whole world's corrupt. If you offer enough coin.
Yeah. Look, I just hope fucking Chelsea crumble. Fuck them. I have no sympathy towards them, bro. They fucking boast all the time, bragging. Like, get back in your hole, bro. Get back in your fucking hole. They had a good first 10 years, but really the last 10 years, I guess they've won fucking, 2 UCL's titles. So, fucking way better than us. I would have loved to have done that, but, they've spent the money to do it, so.
A lot of money.
A lot of freaking money. Look, we'll go through, just, some of these results, and then we'll touch base on, the fixtures coming up as well. Obviously Leicester beat Leeds. They didn't get that freaking new manager bounce as we thought, unfortunately.
No.
So we both had
Leeds actually played good football too.
They did, bro. They didn't deserve that, bro. I think Leicester had 5 and Leeds had 19 shots or something.
Yeah, they actually played.
It was very, very unlucky, but I think they might be okay with that new guy, so maybe they'll get out. Chelsea beating Burnley 4-0. I didn't expect that because Burnley's usually really solid at the back, so that really caught me off guard, that result. Villa 4-0 over Southampton. Freaking,
I thought the same thing as Chelsea. I was not expecting that result.
Yeah, same. And we've got Villa in a couple of weeks as well. I think next week or something. Brentford beating Norwich. I had Brentford for that one as well.
Yeah.
Ivan Toney hat-trick. Newcastle Brighton obviously got over the line. Palace, I said that I'd rather them with Vieira. They won 2-0 over Wolves. Wolves really struggling now. They're not even in that conversation anymore for top 4. So they've completely gone. Liverpool just getting over the line now.
Mate, Liverpool were lucky.
I guess they might even drop out, bro.
Oh, what, Wolves?
Yeah, they could still drop out, man. Because you got to think about it. Like, Europa spots are 5 and 6, and that's either going to be Manchester United, Arsenal, Spurs, West Ham is in there as well.
You usually get 5, 6, and 7, don't you? Like this year, you had
7 is Conference League.
This year you had West Ham, you had Leicester, and you had. I swear
Tottenham or Conference League.
They were. Yeah, they were Conference League.
So it's 5 and 6 only, yeah.
Okay.
And then whoever wins the FA Cup goes into the Europa League if they aren't in the Champions League spots.
Well, there you go. That's obviously what I was thinking of then, yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, Palace got up there. So, Vieira, love my boy. Liverpool just getting over. Arsenal, Watford. And obviously City slapping up you guys. So, through the week, that says Friday. It's multiple games here. We got Wolves versus Watford, Leeds Villa, Southampton Newcastle, Norwich Chelsea. Watford weren't too bad, and Wolves don't seem like they're playing that great. Watford could maybe get a result and get out of that. Leeds and Villa. Maybe Leeds finally get that freaking new manager bounce because I hate Villa. I think they're just pricks, honestly.
I don't like them because of Stevie G.
Oh, I just hate them just because they're just arrogant fucks. They think they're fucking bigger than what they are, honestly. They think they're like a top 6 club. Like, it pisses me off. Southampton, Newcastle. I hope Southampton win because I hate Newcastle.
I think Newcastle will though. Like I tip Newcastle
Yeah, I think so
against.
as well.
I tipped Newcastle against Brighton. They're unbeaten in like 8 or something. You think about the turn. I don't know, obviously money invested, etc. But you think about. I was actually looking at their team when they beat Brighton on the weekend, and I'm pretty sure. Let me just confirm this lineups. So, oh no, they had Wood that started.
Oh yeah,
That was a new signing. But apart from that, no, Target, I think he was a new signing too, from memory.
Matty Target.
Yeah. But, but when you actually, overall, right, when you actually look at the team, yeah, they go on loan from Aston Villa. So when you actually look at the team, they're unbeaten in like 8. Well, that's a cracking turnaround since Christmas.
Yeah, I think the manager is good as well. I would have taken him at Arsenal a couple of years back when he was at Bournemouth. Eddie, yeah. I liked his style of football when he was at Bournemouth. Bournemouth were playing a really good style of football at that time period.
He won't win you a league, though.
No, he won't. But at the time, instead of Arteta, I was looking at him as maybe like a manager at that time.
Definitely good for, top 8, I think, potentially. But, do I think that Eddie Howe's... And this is what I was actually arguing with a Newcastle fan probably about 3 weeks ago. And we're actually, because I saw something on Facebook about Eddie Howe, and they're undefeated in this or they're undefeated in that, whatever it was, and I actually said, well, Eddie Howe's a stepping stone. Oh no, he's not. Yeah. He's I was like, yes, he is.
He's going to be. He'll be sacked in the summer.
In 2 years' time, even that, but in 2 years' time, at best case scenario, Eddie Howe will not be the manager for Newcastle. I don't care even if they're top 8. He's a scapegoat just to get them to the next level, to get them out of relegation. Next year he might survive, to get them up to sort of 9th or 10th. He's gone after that. Guaranteed he's gone.
Oh, and like I said, they're going to be like a Chelsea, bro. They're going to be rotating non-stop.
100% they will be. With the money that they've got.
Yeah, it's going to be...
I think Newcastle will win on Friday morning. I'm backing them.
All these games, yeah. And then obviously Chelsea, Norwich, like, I fucking hope that Norwich win, bro. I hope that Norwich slap up Chelsea. That would just make me laugh. I know it's probably not going to happen, but I would love it.
Chelsea should win comfortably.
I know they should, but you know what? It's football. Anything can happen.
True.
Can you imagine little old Norwich, bottom of the table, beating these little frauds up the top?
That would be a good laugh.
I'd love it. Okay, then we got obviously like our full like match day. That's just like the catch up rounds, but match day 29. In the match day 29, Brighton Liverpool kicking off the weekend. Brighton, I think lost. Liverpool just got over, and I just think Liverpool is going to be too strong.
Me too.
As usual,
their depth is looking very good actually now.
They're so good, bro. Like Jota is just balling out, man. The players that they're bringing in, Diaz is looking just sensational.
He won Player of the Month.
Yeah, he's so fucking good, bro. And he's only just getting started. Wait till he adapts to the bloody Premier League. Like, yeah, so they're smart on their recruitment, man. But yeah, I think Liverpool, it's against Brighton, 3-0.
I think it'll be 2-1 Liverpool, but yeah, I think it'll be. I think Brighton might put up a bit of a challenge. I think
Brighton were doing great. They were doing great.
From memory, I could be wrong, but from memory, did Brighton take points at Anfield earlier on in the year?
I know I can't see the matchup.
Yeah, I'll keep going though. I'm just curious, to be honest with you, whether or not they did, because I think they did.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Brentford Burnley. Obviously Brentford coming off Ivan Toney hat-trick, Burnley getting slapped up, which I didn't foresee. Burnley is away. Brentford are at home. I could probably maybe see a draw coming out of this game,
They did. There you go. 2-2 at... Sorry to interrupt. 2-2 at Anfield. I thought 2-2 so. At Anfield. It's got a late goal. Brighton's got a late goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Brentford Burnley. I'm going to go for a draw, just like a 1-1 in that game.
Yeah, I think Burnley... I know we tipped it against Chelsea for it to be close. So, but I think I'd like to see Burnley stay up. To be honest with you,
So would I. I don't mind Burnley. Yeah, I like them
who
staying.
they are, the club that they are, how much investment they've got. Sean Dyche, like you can't hate him. He's a bit of a comedian, a character. I think it'd be nice to see Burnley stay up. Brentford, I know they had a very important win on the weekend because they were starting to struggle. I think they were starting to get in that conversation to be relegation battle.
Yeah, they somewhat still are. They've played 28 games, so they've played the most out of all the relegation teams. So there's some like Everton are in the relegation zone, but they're on 24 points in 17th. So they're only 5 points off Brentford. So let's say they win 2 of those games, they're above Brentford into 15th.
Yeah.
So, Leeds are in there. Obviously, Burnley's in the bottom right now, but I think Burnley's got more games than Everton as well. Jeez.
Yeah, correct.
It's gonna like we said last week. It's literally gonna go down to the wire at the end of this year. It's gonna go down to the wire. Next match, I think one of the bigger matches of the weekend, and if not the biggest, Man United versus Tottenham. I'll let you take it away with what you think is going to happen in that game.
Concern.
Give me a head and heart. Give me a head and heart answer.
I'll actually give you both answers. I think head and heart will say that United's going to win. And again, after going on and ranting for 10 minutes earlier on in the podcast, it just goes to show that the reason why I'm going to say that, the reason why is because I really expect a bounce back. And I know
you'd bloody hope so.
I know we spoke about it earlier on in the year. You'd hope so. And I know, I think there was a game before Christmas that I said this and it didn't happen. But, Mick, I was listening to interviews with McTominay, with Ralph, etc. And pundits are coming out and interviewers are coming out and actually questioning them and saying, mate, you guys dropped tools. Why is that? So, and they're both saying, I didn't think we dropped tools. I got to worry. So I actually think there's going to be a real
reaction,
a real fire, a real fire in their belly. Well, I would hope so, because if there's not, after a football club being accused of dropping, of just letting the game go against their rival, and if there's not a bounce back against Spurs, that's probably the most concerning thing about a football club I've ever seen. So I'm going to say at home, Old Trafford, in front of the crowd, if they don't perform and we aren't performing at halftime, they will get serious boos. Just the way the football club is. I really think United are going to win. Will it be close? Yes.
To be honest, man,
danger.
The thing is, like, Tottenham are so counter-attacking, and I just wonder if that's going to work, because that does affect you guys sometimes as well. But then you guys are somewhat counter-attacking as well, so I don't know how it's going to go. For me personally, obviously, I hope for a draw. I don't care what results in a draw. I think a draw is the best for Arsenal. United drop points, Tottenham drop points. But if I had to pick a winner, obviously, fuck Tottenham, regardless of your guys' position. Fuck Tottenham. So I want you to win. But I definitely want a draw. That's what I'm hoping for, and I'm hoping for. Well, I'm thinking maybe a 2-2. I'm thinking maybe a 2-2 draw. It wouldn't surprise me. I don't know if Tottenham can beat you, but your defense is so bad and they counterattack so well, man.
Correct. That's a scary thing.
Pelican, appreciate the follow, brother. I just think that a draw. I'm gonna go a draw. Chelsea, Newcastle. Obviously, Newcastle hot in form. Chelsea coming off a 4-0. Maybe this is a little upset. Maybe Newcastle takes some points off Chelsea here. Well, I'd love it. You know what I'd love? A little Norwich beating Chelsea and then a Chelsea dropping points against Newcastle.
Well, I was just about to say Friday morning, Saturday, Sunday. So what? I guess what? For less than 72 hours. I'm going to say a draw in that game. Maybe a 1-1.
I think so. Yeah, I think it can be a draw for sure.
1-1. I think by that time,
they're struggling to score.
Potentially, man. the club could be sold too. You think about it in a week.
They have to get this club sold, man. Otherwise,
the club could be sold. Club in turmoil. Yeah, I think there could be an upset. Well, even a draw, I'd say that's an upset. So I think there could be an upset.
I think draw is an upset for sure. Yeah, Newcastle in hot form, so you can't go against them, man. They're scoring goals. Chelsea are struggling to score goals, so other than last week, but I can definitely see a 1-1 as well. Yeah, Leeds and Norwich, surely freaking Leeds win that game.
Surely.
Surely.
If they don't win that game, I think they're in dire straits.
I think they're already in dire straits, but surely they have to. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for Leeds in that game. Has to be.
I'm just
Not
looking
gonna
at
even.
on the table. So obviously you can see the last 5 results in terms of X loss, grey draw, green tick win. Leeds, they've got 5. They got 5 reds all over. Even Everton that are in shit form at least have one. Even Norwich that haven't won a game at least have a draw. Like Leeds
Mm.
are Leeds are on struggle street here, and I think, but this time next week on here, we could potentially talk. We're either talking about Leeds surviving, I would say, or Leeds seriously in danger of going down because they got 2 games. Remember?
Yeah, they did play better last week, so I'm sure it. Well, I'm sure it'll turn around, and I'm sure they'll beat Norwich. So yeah, I don't know, 2-0 or something like that. Norwich really aren't scoring too much. Another big game, Everton Wolves. Everton
Mm,
obviously fucking abysmal form, and Wolves bad form as well. They've lost like 3 or 4 in the bounce now.
yeah,
Um, Everton, they're gonna have to scrape something eventually, man. They're not doing anything. That's the problem.
I think they're in. They will survive, but I think they're in trouble too. I see it being a draw. Wolves are usually, I think, from memory, I think Wolves have the best defense. Yeah, 23.
Probably. No, they'd
So
be second or third, I'm sure.
outside of City, Liverpool, Chelsea, Wolves have the best defensive record in the league.
Well, they had the second best after they had 17 conceded before they versed us.
Oh well, there you go.
So they were second best, and then obviously that's what I'm saying. The last 3 or 4
Yeah,
games they've lost. So
but
yeah, they've really dropped off. But
they can't score. They struggle to score. I know. Obviously, if you've got the best defensive record, you're not 8th if you've got a great attacking record or goal scoring
yeah,
record. But I see that being a cagey game. I don't think Everton can. I don't think Everton can have another L. To be honest with you, I know they're at home. I know they need 3 points,
they're
but
gonna have to win that, bro. Man, they can't keep losing the way they are.
but are they willing to Are they willing to go into the game where Frank is willing to attack, and potentially lose the game? Wolves scoring on the break, and then they shut up shop. We know Wolves have a good defensive record, as we just spoke about. You know what I mean? So I would say that they'd
I just had
rather
a
a
look.
point than to lose.
I just had a look. Last time Everton were relegated was 1950,
Really,
and they took them 4 years to get promoted.
it's crazy to think that Everton Football Club could be in danger.
It's crazy, man. It's actually
Yeah,
crazy.
it
But then,
is.
like,
Yeah,
you look at Newcastle, Sunderland, those sort
Hmm.
of rivalries and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
that's
So
true.
it's crazy that drop off. But for the money that they've just spent them like more money than both of our teams, I think. So
Hmm.
crazy by them. Yeah, West Ham, Villa. I think West Ham, like I said to you, were a bit unlucky against Liverpool watching that game back. Villa surprisingly 4-0, which I didn't think was going to happen. It is at West Ham. West Ham, they haven't been really picking up points. Surely they start picking up some points now. I might go like a West Ham 2-1. I know Villa are scoring. West Ham still have a decent defense. I don't know if you saw. Did you see that guy in Anfield? He brought like a big bobble cat of a head.
Oh
And he
yeah, I
was
did
wearing it
see
at the
that. Yeah,
crowd.
for
Fuck,
Zuma.
man, it's so funny, man.
That was a good
He's
laugh.
gonna be living with that for the rest of his life, man. What a fucking idiot.
That was awesome.
So funny, man. And they flew a plane over the stadium saying "Cat Lives Matter."
Yeah.
Fucking some
Sound good.
dude's just bored, man.
Very good.
I
I'm gonna
reckon
say a
West Ham.
draw. I'll
Yeah,
say a draw.
draw. Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see a draw. I just think maybe West Ham get up on that one. Southampton, Watford. I think we touched base on them, didn't we?
Southampton win, I'd say.
Watford weren't too bad, man. To be honest, man, they had a lot of chances. They just didn't take them, and they were missing a few of their key players as well. So Sarr wasn't playing. I'm not sure Dennis was playing. So if those guys come back into the team, man, they brought this guy off the bench in the 90th minute, bro, and he fucking nearly scored as well. His name was Kalu or something like that. He's like a Nigerian player, and they bought him in the summer for like 8 million or something. That kid, man, he looks like a fucking baller.
Really?
Like,
I think
yeah.
our Magnifico plays for him. Our old Magnifico, doesn't he? Old Tom Cleverley. Doesn't he play for Watford, or has he
Cleverly,
moved
yeah,
on?
no, he's still there, still there,
Oh
still
yeah,
there.
yeah.
What's his name? It's like Kalu Watford. It's not coming up because I'm not spelling it properly. They pronounced it Kalu or whatever. But that kid looked really, really good. So I think he's definitely like one to watch for. So if he started or played more, or if he starts that next game, they could probably win that. He was really, really good.
Yeah, Samuel Kalu, number 28. Samuel Kalu.
How old is he? He came from like Bordeaux or something like that, like second division Belgium or something like that.
Samuel Kalu Ojim is a Nigerian professional footballer, age 24. Is that who you're talking about, from Nigeria?
Must be.
Yeah. Current team, Watford, Nigeria. Yeah.
He when he came on, bro, he took a long screamer shot, nearly scored. And he was playing really good for that 6 minutes or whatever he came on. They should have definitely brought him on sooner.
Yeah, Bordeaux he played for.
Bordeaux, yeah. So he looks like a real talent. So hopefully he plays for them more. Arsenal, Leicester City. I think it's going to be a tough game. Leicester haven't been in the best form recently. And Arsenal do struggle against Leicester City. We don't have the best record against them. But I'm going to continue our streak. Arsenal to win. I think it's definitely going to be I think it's going to be a very, very tight game. Like sometimes, like with these games, it's either going to be tight or you're going to win by like 3 goals or some shit like that. It's going to be something where you score early, it's very tight, and then you like maybe get like a 2 or 3 later on.
Leicester's struggling this year too.
They're really, really struggling. We're just in such good form, man. You really can't bet against us right now the way we're playing. I'm going to go Arsenal. I went 3-0 last time. Leicester are a bit better of a team. We need to keep a clean sheet again. We haven't been keeping clean sheets. I'm going to Arsenal 2-0. 2-0.
I'm going to say 2-1. I think Arsenal will win. Actually, you know what? I actually think we've got either way 2-1 because I think Jamie Vardy back from injury scored a good goal.
He did, yeah.
He did score a good goal. So I think it's a massive.
We've been shaky in defense as well.
Massive positive for Leicester. I know, obviously, he hasn't been in red hot form all year, etc. But yeah, I think he could.
Vardy loves scoring against Arsenal, bro. I think he scores every fucking game against Arsenal, bro. 2-1, Luca. Yeah, I was thinking maybe the same, bro. Maybe 2-1. I just want to stay positive. Maybe get a clean sheet because we've really been lacking clean sheets. Like I said, I don't care how we get results this season as long as we win. But I'm gonna hope for a 2-0. Palace versus Man City. Like
City
Palace are a
good
Palace are a good team, but City should fucking slap them
Sorry,
up. So
not so much murder them, but I think there's one thing that you can always. There's always one thing that you can nearly get, unless they sort of play Liverpool. Even when they lost to Spurs, right? There's always the other week. There's always one thing that you can guarantee with City is that they're gonna control the game.
Yeah.
No matter who they play,
look at you guys.
They're
Last
control
10
the game.
minutes, 92%.
Yeah, they're going to control. Even the first half. When we actually had a chance against them, we were actually playing good football. They still had 61% possession, so they're gonna control the football no matter who they play. I think against Liverpool, they could potentially, depending on whose home grounds at whose, it could be a different story. But I think against every other team, City are going to control the game. It's just whether or not they make mistakes and they can finish their chances. That's what it comes down to City, really.
Yeah, I think the same as well. I think the same. But yeah, they should win that like 3-1, 3-0, something like that.
I think it'll be comfortable. It should be comfortable too, yeah.
I don't think it's going to be like a massive score because Crystal Palace are pretty well set up now, but it is City. Like you can't really freaking bet against them, to be honest.
Exactly.
You honestly can't. Well, that's it for today, guys. That's our predictions and our match reviews on Arsenal and Man United, and also chatted about Chelsea and the ownership and their transition that they'll probably potentially face. We'll be back, I don't think, later in the week because there's no football games on unless something relevant happens in football. We'll be back, but other than that, we'll be back next Monday night weekly, as per usual, for the 3rd episode. Ralphie, appreciate you being on as always.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
And we will see you guys next week. Much love. Remember to like, subscribe. Peace out.